Alright guys, I know we just got our first look at the brand new upcoming LEGO Star Wars sets, but today we actually have official images of two of those sets, that being the Mandalorian Fighter and the Duel on Mandalore. And before we go ahead and take a look at these official high-res images, I did want to give a quick reminder that you could actually win both these sets for free. I'll be giving away $100 worth of your choice of LEGO sets. All you gotta do to enter is make sure you are subscribed, follow that link in the description, and then sign in with your YouTube account. That's it, super simple and 100% free. Also, it turns out that less than 7% of you guys watching these videos are subscribed to the channel, so make sure you subscribe because it's free and you'll get a chance at winning some free LEGO sets. Anyways, we only have official looks at two of these sets here, but I will cover the rest of the sets when we get official images of those. So let's start with the smaller set here. The set number is 75310. The official name is Duel on Mandalore. It's going to retail for $20 and include 147 pieces. Now, of the new wave, I think this is probably the weakest set, just because this set is really only about the minifigures, and one of them we've already seen before. Don't get me wrong though, Ahsoka is a great minifigure. She's not perfect, she could definitely use some work, but she is still a great minifigure nonetheless. I was kind of hoping they'd fix some of the printing, like for her headband, but they didn't do any of that. The figure is the exact same, but if you don't have an Ahsoka yet, this is definitely the cheapest way to get this great figure. Now, the other minifigure here though is a really awesome, and that is Darth Maul. We've gotten Darth Maul countless times in LEGO before, but the reason that I like this one especially is due to his facial expression. It's not too expressive like most of the LEGO Darth Mauls are, and Darth Maul in the Clone Wars TV series doesn't express that much emotion. So this looks far more accurate to what he's like in the show. He's a lot more calm and menacing. He doesn't have these weird grins and smiles. So this looks a lot cooler to me, and I think the best part about this figure has got to be that leg printing. I know you guys are all probably sick of hearing me complain about the Marvel minifigures and how they don't have any details, but Star Wars figures are not like that. They give us a lot of printing, and just look at the leg details here. They look awesome. He's got toe printing, and it's done on a gunmetal gray leg piece. So honestly, no complaints about this figure. It does look great. But I'm going to be honest though, I do have a little bit of an issue with this set, and that is strictly just due to the actual build. Like, the throne itself is not inaccurate to the show or anything, it's just kind of small, and at $20, it doesn't feel like you're getting all that much. They did pack this thing with a bunch of play features. You can actually close up Maul into his cage. There's also a little drawer at the bottom of the throne with a blaster, and you can also break open the back window similar to what Maul does in the show. So the features are there and everything, it's just that the build still feels really small and really plain. And at $20, it definitely doesn't feel like it's worth it. It really feels like a $15 set. Also, it looks like Maul's cage is one big window piece. I'm really hoping this is not a sticker. That would kind of suck if it was. So let's hope it's a print, but I could be wrong on that. Anyways, this set will be releasing on August 1st, and I still think it's a great set that recreates one of the best moments in Star Wars history. Alright, let's get on to the Mandalorian Fighter here. So just to get some of the details out of the way, the set number is 75316. The official name is the Mandalorian Starfighter. This set is going to retail for $60 and include 450 pieces. This set will also be releasing on August 1st and includes a lineup of 3 really great minifigures, that being Gar Saxon, Bo-Katan, and a Mandalorian Loyalist. Alright, before we go ahead and take a look at the figures, let's take a look at the set itself. So I am overall really happy with this build. The thing that I appreciate the most about this set is the darker color scheme. The last Mandalorian Fighter that we got was built in completely white bricks, and while that does look okay, I think this darker color palette of dark blue and dark gray pieces just looks a little bit nicer. I think it looks a little bit more accurate to how these ships look in the show, and they've become fairly iconic now, so it's really important that they get that right. Anyways, the Mandalorian Fighter here does the Mandalorian Fighter thing, which is the ability to rotate its wings. That's obviously a key feature here, and it does that perfectly. I was a little bit surprised at this, but you can actually fit 2 minifigures in the cockpit here, not just one. It looks to be kind of a tight fit, but I guess you still can do it. But yeah, overall, I don't think it's a overly complicated build. I just think it does exactly what it needs to, and it does it well. Also, I'm pretty sure a lot of mock makers will be doing this as soon as this set drops, but you could recolor this entire set into red and black bricks to make a variation of this Starfighter if it was in Maul's forces. Anyways, enough about that. Let's take a look at these amazing minifigures. So we're just going to go from left to right here, and the first one here is Gar Saxon and his Season 7 Clone Wars armor. I've said it countless times, but I'll say it again, this Gar Saxon armor is one of my favorite Mandalorian armors ever made. The red and gray color scheme, all with the yellow visor, is just one of the coolest color combos that we've ever seen a Mandalorian use. And on top of that, he has these horns which look extremely intimidating. They look a little bit short here in LEGO form, but I do still think think they look good. All the prints here are extremely detailed. You got toe printing, leg printing, hip printing. The only thing that's missing is arm printing, but honestly, this figure doesn't even need it. And just the level of detail and the quality of the prints on the helmet here just look amazing. Also, he is using what I guess is more of an accurate blaster, which is nice to see. But I think one of the coolest things about this Gar Saxon minifigure is actually the new helmet mold. So not only does it actually have spikes, but the shaping of the entire helmet is different than the current Mandalorian helmet that we have. So as you guys know, most of the Mandalorian helmets that we currently get are pretty much a Boba's helmet, except recolored. And this is something that I actually think hurts some of the looks of most Mandalorians. So when it comes to somebody like Din Djarin, whose helmet is actually quite different from Boba's, the Lego minifigure of Din Djarin ends up looking a little bit weird, and I think it could benefit from using a new helmet mold. But this helmet mold here looks a lot better suited to what Din Djarin needs. The helmet is a lot more sleek and it's really closed in around those cheeks. Honestly, if they just got rid of the horns, I think this mold would look great for Din Djarin. So hopefully they make that change soon. I would really like to see a new Mando helmet. Regardless, this Gar Saxon minifigure looks amazing, and we get another great minifigure in this set, that being Bo-Katan. She is also wearing her Season 7 Clone Wars armor, but honestly, her suit doesn't change that much from Season 7 of the Clone Wars to Rebels and then all the way to the Mandalorian. It generally looks the same, so this minifigure is great to have either way. Just like Gar Saxon, she is extremely detailed here and looks amazing. All the prints here are really well done. She also has toe printing, leg printing, hip printing, and again, no arm printing, but she really doesn't need it. The print on her helmet here is really well done, and it also does a great job of shaping her helmet as a whole. This is actually using the same helmet piece that we've always had before, which is Boba's helmet, and that can look a little bit wide, but with this helmet print, it does make it look a little bit more sleek. She also has a rangefinder here, and when you take off her helmet, she'll actually have a hairpiece that you can replace her helmet with. It's not a new hairpiece or anything, but I still think it looks fine here in Lego form. And last up here, we have the Mandalorian Loyalist. This is obviously an unnamed character, but even he looks amazing. Like, look at the quality of the prints here on the helmet. This is not a standard Mandalorian. It looks really well done. So the quality of these minifigures has just been dialed up to 11. Lego is absolutely knocking these minifigures out of the park. And I think I would have bought this set if it only had Gar Saxon and Bo-Katan, but adding this extra Mandalorian Loyalist is just a bonus. It would have been cool to get another part of Maul's militia, like a red and black version of this Mandalorian Loyalist figure. That way you have two figures from that side and then two on the other. But we'll probably see that at some point anyways. Either way, these minifigures look great. And yeah, that pretty much does it for your official looks at both these sets. Make sure to go down in the comments below, guys, and let me know what you guys think about both of these. Are you planning on picking any of these up? And which of the brand new Lego Star Wars sets are you most excited for? Also, if you guys still haven't seen all the brand new Lego Star Wars sets, make sure to check out my video for that over here. And if you guys haven't entered the giveaway, make sure to do that as well. But that will pretty much do it for me. Again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.